Good morning, students. Let us move ahead with asexual reproduction. A single parent produces offspring. Offspring are cloned to each other, that is, they are genetically identical to their parent. It is commonly seen in unicellular organisms which belong to kingdom Protista and Monera. Here, cell division itself represents mode of reproduction. I hope you remember cell division. We have studied two types of cell division, that is mitosis and meiosis. But we know that only mitosis can be a mode of reproduction in unicellular organisms because meiosis is required for gamete formation, that is a part of sexual reproduction. Here, binary fission and budding are the two processes by which cell divides. In binary fission, cell divides into two halves, each half develops into adult as seen in this video. Amoeba acquires a circular shape and then it divides. First, it withdraws its pseudopodia in adverse condition so that in lack of food it may survive. Afterwards, it starts gaining circular shape, that is, they will form a cyst around themselves. This process is called encystation. After that, amoeba cell divides inside the cyst into many cells and forms spores. This process is called spore formation. You can see amoebulae inside the cyst. Under favorable conditions, these amoebulae are released from the cyst. This is known as sporulation. So, encystation and sporulation are parts of multiple fission which an amoeba undergoes during unfavorable condition. Similarly, see the budding in the yeast. Outgrowth is formed on the cell which will give rise to a daughter individual. You can see the outgrowth. Then a nucleus will divide into two nucleus. One nucleus will go to the bud and the bud starts getting mature. As the bud gets mature, it detaches from the parent cell. When it detaches from the parent cell, it starts producing its own cell organelles and cytoplasm and act as individual cell. By budding, we got two new yeast cells. Now, formation of specialized structures like conidia in penicillium, gemmules in sponges, buds in hydra, zoospores in algae are also the types of asexual reproductive structures which will detach from the parent and will give rise to a new individual. Now, when this asexual reproduction comes to the plant kingdom, it is termed as vegetative propagation. Different parts of plant are capable of giving rise to new plant. For example, runner, rhizome, sucker, tuber, offset, bulb. One more process of asexual reproduction is fragmentation. In that, Spirogyra or flatworm will divide themselves into fragments and each fragment will give rise to a new individual. The filament of a Spirogyra or the worm can produce two organisms by fragmentation. Studied budding in yeast. Let us start studying budding in hydra. Same will be there, outgrowth will be grown and then it detaches from the parent body and start growing individually. When we see the yeast with the sugar solution in under the microscope, we can see the regeneration of spores. This process is again a kind of sporulation. The yeast cells also starts collecting cytoplasm to their one corner and then the nucleus will divide and move to that bud. This way, yeast cell can produce many yeast cells by budding and many yeast cells, newly formed yeast cells will give rise to more cells. Similarly, bud in the hydra also give rise to another organisms, hence it is a means of reproduction. Now the spores formed will germinate themselves wherever they fall. They start germinating and form a new parent. This phenomenon is very common if you have seen bread mold. The bread mold spreads on the moist bread by spore formation only. It is very common in fungi. Another method is regeneration, which is followed by fragmentation. If accidentally or intentionally a flatworm is broken into many pieces, each piece of the worm will generate a new individual, that is, three pieces will give rise to three worms. Let us see vegetative propagation. In this type of asexual reproduction, mainly in plants, it is vegetative propagation through the various parts of the plants. First is the buds of the potato. That is, you have seen eyes on the potato. Each eye will give rise to a new potato plant. So one potato consists of many eyes. So one potato will give rise to many potato plants. Next is rhizome. The rhizome or tuber of the ginger can give rise to a new ginger plant from the nodes present on it. The third one is from the bulb, that is in onion. The bulb of the onion is responsible for the growth of new plant. In a strawberry, the branch of the strawberry consisting the bud will bend down and stucks into the moist ground and give rises to new plant. Now vegetative propagation through leaf margin in bryophyllum. You can see small buds growing on the margin of the leaf. When this bud detaches from the plant, it falls down to the ground and gives rises to a new plant. There are many more artificial methods also, grafting, cutting, layering, and so on.